Good evening, everybody. It's Saturday night. Welcome back to ROM Hack Races. Welcome back to Saturday night. I hope you're feeling comfy. I hope you are ready for some fun tonight. We've got another exciting level. It's the 224th week of ROM Hack Races, and we have a ROM Hack Races veteran back again. We've got Fyre150, who has made our level tonight. You will know them as the KLDC award-winning creator of more than 23, actually it's 24, 23 and a half plus a half tracks on SMW Central. They made Fail World, they made French Fries and French Toast, they made Purgatory, and now they have made another level for us here tonight. It is some cave level, you know. Mario's locked in baby jail, so I'm assuming it's gonna be a no-brainer here. But just in case, we had some testers check this level out behind the scenes throughout the week. Thank you so much to Sulfur X Mithrillionaire, RB Pimlico, Fen Walking Eye, Silent Snake, Ampersand, and Sequel Infection, who tested and rated this level just so we know, something, what's going on here. Complexity, 6 out of 10 of general obstacles. Execution, also ranked 6 out of 10. How many sections are there, you may ask? One and only one to rule them all. And how long is that section? Well, that's another 6. So, put some horns up in chat. Thank you for the gift sub. Oh, geez, they're gifting a sub to the commentator. Sheesh. I really appreciate that. Like it says in chat there, I'm GlitchCat. I'll be bringing you the play-by-play here. If you have any questions or anything about SMW mechanics, ROM Hack Races, Kaizo, life, the universe, and everything, feel free to shout them out. I'll take my best shot. The closer proximity your question is to Super Mario, the better of a chance I have of answering it. But we'll see. You might get lucky. We got, what else I want to say? Oh, yeah, we got scouts. We got scouts who are watching all of the racers and are going to be letting us know if anybody takes the lead. There are 15 brave individuals who have signed up tonight, and Fen and Starlord are going to be keeping an eye on them. We've got, in no particular order here, who signed up tonight. B2, Forever Doopster, Germdove, Halcyon, Jazzman, Kygam, Louis Duce, Mangort, Nathan MG, Pandarf, Proto Pizza, Red Killer, Revelug, Roke Games, and You Fail Me. It's anybody's game, and this is always a chance, a contest of sight reading and consistency. So if you're new, you don't know how this works, the racers that are about to play this have never seen this level before. They have no idea what they're in for. It's a challenge of improvisation, using their available skills and learning what the level needs from them in order to get through. As we always say, there is a real dichotomy here between consistency and one-shots. Who is going to take it and through what mechanism? Are they going to be consistent at the obstacles that they've already learned, and that will give them tries at the new thing they're trying to figure out? Or are they going to get a really big one-shot of either an obstacle, a checkpoint section, or something that allows them to have more progress and more knowledge than their contemporaries? You all in chat, you're a helpful and important part of this. Please feel free to make some noise, shout out your favorite racers, drop some ROM Hack Race emotes if you got them, get them if you don't. And this is a big community celebration wrapped up as a race. So we're here for everybody, we're here to cheer everybody on, and it really, really could be anybody's race. No lead is safe tonight. It's ROM Hack Races 224, some cave level from Fyre. Oh, well, this is good instruction. Press buttons. Boy, we are moving tonight. Oh boy, okay. These racers came here to play tonight. Now, what's it gonna be? We got a fish, we got bouncing, we got, okay, yeah, so it's not motor skills. So first things first here, I'm breaking this down for folks that might not be as familiar with the SMW mechanics. For the real knowledgeable ones in chat, you will have already known this, but certain enemies can be bounced on with a regular jump, certain enemies can be bounced on with a spin jump. Mario has 2 different jumps in this game, and You Fail Me already using these to great effect. Motor skills, the popular patch would allow us to switch what type of jump we've done while we're in the air. Unfortunately, that's not a vanilla property, that's a special custom thing, and that's not a thing here. So in order to change the jump type, you'll have to be standing on the ground. And you see that right at the start there, the You Fail Me there and everybody. Bouncing on that green Koopa, they need to get that fish moving. Keep your eye on Germdove though, wow, look out. Upper left-hand corner, Germdove already just blasting past. Doesn't need this explanation from me, but does need another try for that grab block. So yeah, needing to bounce on the Koopa, activate the fish, because the fish have a little proximity activator, and they will start moving when you get close to them. They're sleeping, and then you wake them up, and they come at you, bro, or bro-s, or non-binary O. So we're switching our jump types. We're getting the mushroom out of that note block, and they're going to have to use that. Yeah, they need that to get through, and it's also making life a little bit more difficult in that little one-tile channel there, because they need to crouch and also jump through. So they're like jumping, kind of mashing the button. So Halcyon, yeah, we've seen. Okay, so some friends have gotten to this grab block section. Some platforming here. They got their big Mario mushroom. You Fail Me and Halcyon both working their way back to this section with the throw block. And let's see what they do here, because this is a pretty interesting little move. And you might notice, oh, here, B2 as well. B2 making their way. Now, I think everybody gets what to do here, but who's going to be the first to pull it off? Here goes Halcyon for their try. Nicely done. All right. But now Halcyon knew this, but I think they were getting a little bit of practice, maybe a little bit of practice moves. Here's You Fail Me for their try. So once you get to the end here, Germ Dove, yep, you'll see that you wind up at some yellow turn blocks. And the only way to get those out of the way is to spin with Big Mario. Spin jump with Big Mario, and you can break through them, crush them into rubble. So that's the point of the power-up. And this is really interesting level design from Fyre, a really, really good maker, who's like using things for multiple purposes. So first of all, you bounce on the note block to get up there. And the note block just makes the mushroom pop out of there, and you can't avoid getting it. Now you have the mushroom, so you're big, and now this one-tile channel is an obstacle, right? Normally you just get to run through, but now, it's an obstacle, so I like that utility, right? First, the mushroom is both a power-up and an obstacle, but you need to preserve it. And looks like You Fail Me maybe has a shot here. So the grab blocks, you can spin on them. You see how they flash with their mesmerizing, otherworldly glow? Well, yeah, Halcyon knows, as well as others, that you can spin jump on them, but only while they're moving. And that is actually a vanilla property, one that I never uncovered accidentally as a kid or anything, but kicking Koopas are commonly used. They kick the block, they get it moving, and you can spin and kind of surf on them with the spin jump. In this case, what is going on, looks like Halcyon's got to try here, lower right. In this case, what is going on is that, yeah, Halcyon's going to get some P-speed, and that gives them just enough space to catch up to the grab block that they nudged. They need to nudge it because it needs to be moving. And so this whole thing kind of requires itself. You Fail Me, though, lower left, looking for answers here. Yeah, dropping the block, and they want to get that moving. Here we go. You Fail Me on the reads. Oh, boy, You Fail Me on a big chance right now. They want to take damage on that. Oh, boy. They almost saved that. They knew that they wanted to take damage on that fish. Fun fact, it's named a Rip Van fish. And they knew they wanted to take that damage, but in the process of trying to line up and get the fish to hit them, what they did was accidentally kill the fish by hitting the grab block. Because in Mario World, if a block pops up adjacent to an enemy, it will kill the enemy, flip the shell or something. So, whoops. Like, great try, perfect execution. It would be a little bit hard to prevent that accidentally. That was like the most valiant effort there could have been. But now, speaking of valiant here, Louis Douce, upper left-hand corner, getting past that fish, and now we get to see what's on the other side. P-switch, huh? Probably gonna need that for later. Only the P-switch can be, oh, that's really clever. I think I see this obstacle. Oh, that's really clever. Yeah, only the P-switch can be thrown through those red blocks. Normally they're the light switch in Bowser's Castle, but they're actually a sprite. And so other sprites can pass through them, but Mario can't. And they make a great little barrier for all sorts of level design type of things. If you want to throw an object up there, but you don't want to let the player jump up there and hit it with their head, red blocks. We got Revelug, too. Yo, upper right-hand corner. Remember, only one section here, so keep your eye out for who's making progress. I'll try to keep you filled in here. name for the orange and white fish. Yeah, there is a name for that fish. A blurp is the green fish. I feel like I really should know this. Is it cheap? I don't think it's cheap. I think it has a different name. Maybe it doesn't have a name. The ones that wake up, no, the ones that wake up in this level are called ripvan fish. I'm thinking of the name for the white fish. There's ripvan fish, these ones, the green ones, they're called blurps, and the white ones that kind of swim just in a line, or they jump. You see them in some levels, they jump out of the surface of the water. But these are ripvan fish. I know this one. Named after, of course, what's that famous short story, Rip Van Winkle? He slept through the American Revolution because he drank some brew with some creatures he found in the woods. That's what that's a reference to. Yo, Revelug. Hey, I love this challenge right now. Louis Doucet. Definitely a solid player to watch out for, but looks like there's some competition going on here. Revelug getting just as far, and Halcyon too, making it to the fish. So we're getting past that grab block now, breaking through those yellow turn blocks and opening a path for Small Mario. But then you got to get out for the iframes. Louis Doucet, though, trying to get out here, beating the P-switch, using the Yoshi dismount iframes to get through those urchins. Fast reaction, my friend. Wow, let's go. Nicely done, and yeah, Louis Doucet, a very, very strong player. SMW Central, Kaizo, moderator extraordinaire, with his sub 820, fantastic. Really nice reaction there, right at the end, being able to ditch that Yoshi because the pipe dropped them out in a pit. And they were just able to react fast enough to be able to get off the Yoshi. You'll see that, right, those very fast Yoshi ditch reactions. I like that ending too because it's the ending of a vanilla level. I think it's Vanilla Dome 3 in the vanilla Mario game. Dumps you into that same room with the charging chuck, except for obviously in the vanilla game there's not a pit. It's just right below you. Hey, if anybody has any questions or anything, or you want to learn a little bit more, please feel free to check out romhackraces.com, or please just shout it out in chat. We are here to support everybody. Everybody's doing their best here. Sub 2 hours on this level is a really good clear time. So we're hanging out. We're looking for second place. But if you'd like to learn a little bit more, now's a great time. Has anyone finished? Louis Doucet just came in first. We got one section in this level tonight, so might end kind of quickly. And that's something I think that's interesting about these kind of one-section levels is every player that you're seeing on screen right now, and doubtlessly some that aren't even, are like one breakthrough away from a win. And it makes these races really interesting in terms of just, like I said, consistency versus one-shots. A lot of these racers know how to get past, say, the fish, where Halcyon is right now. They know what they're doing. They know how to get there. But how consistently can they pull off these same maneuvers over and over again to keep getting back there? Or does someone not need a lot of tries? Are they just going to get through on that one attempt? The thing that makes this level a little bit trickier too, which is not visually apparent maybe, is that the Ripvan fish, a little purple and white fish with the red lips, they kind of home in on you. And moreover, they sort of have an activation range, like I mentioned. They wake up when you get close to them. You could think of them like thwomps. How thwomps won't smash down until you come within range. In fact, I want to say that the distance range to activate a Ripvan fish is probably exactly the same as a thwomp. Like they think they have the same radius kind of around them. But they wake up and then they pursue you. And they chase you in a weird way. Lots of things in Mario World chase you. Fish chase you slowly. And they take a long time to compensate for your changing left-right. If you're on the left side of the fish and you change to the right, the fish doesn't compensate for that very quickly. They're supposed to be underwater. Like, I don't even know what they're doing out here today. I don't even know how they can breathe. Evolution is a miracle. Nature is wonderful. So, you know, like, They're doing it. They're doing it. And I think they're just going to sleep in the lava down there. I think they're maybe just tired. They're fine. Like, don't worry about it. But in any case, they move slowly. And so being able to anticipate their slow compensation for your changing left-right is sometimes really, really helpful. Moreover, if you're farther away, they chase you just a little bit faster. They can have like a variable horizontal speed. You see, as they get moving, they kind of gain some momentum. And so that means both of those things happening at once really means that they can make a lot of unpredictable motions. And even though you know where you're supposed to jump and where you're going to be, the fish might have other plans for itself. And so it might look like the racers are just trying to get the fish to wake up, and then the fish automatically moves into position, and then they jump on it, but that's actually not the case. They're waking the fish up, and then they're trying to guide it into the right position. The design of the level makes guiding that fish a little bit easier, right? We could make that be a nightmare, but Fyre has seen fit to take it easy on us. But you know, that's what's actually going on, is the fish is responding to their position and their movement in the same way that a fishing boo would, or a boo buddy, Actually, you know, I think the slow speed of a fish is the same speed as a boo buddy. Also, two big shoutouts, RomHack Race regular Nathan, MG, up here in the upper left with Revelug, You Fail Me, and Kaigam. Oh, excuse me, make that Red Killer T in the lower right. Our scouts are letting us know who is likely to make some progress so we can get everybody's clears. So good luck. We're looking for second here, and we got great times on the board so far. You Fail Me with a shot at it. Now here, we haven't really talked about this obstacle yet, but I think this is really creative. This is a really interesting obstacle. So if you go to the right here, yeah, you will notice, oh boy, yo, You Fail Me. Whoo, let's go. Could this be it? Nice. Oh, now could it be it though? Reaction check. Watch out, You Fail Me. No football chuck for them. Yo, well done. You Fail Me with the win. That was a really clean victory there, and perfectly demonstrating exactly how to do that technique. So you got the Yoshi up there. You got the red blocks, like we mentioned. Can't move through those physically. So you got to throw the P-switch up. But then, if you make a Yoshi grow in that one tile gap, it'll just grow up, and now it's standing in the wall. The game doesn't like that, so it decides to just push Yoshi upward and send him back to his home planet, because that's what happens when Yoshi's in a wall. So, what do? Gotta up throw the P-switch? Ooh, Nathan, yeah, learning this lesson. So Nathan here, trying to up throw that P-switch, and then as it's coming down, you're gonna use a little move that you know, was invented by well, at least it was big air quotes, invented by your friend and local commentator me GlitchCat7, the up throw P-switch activation trick. I haven't seen an earlier example of it than Breakfast Kaizo 1 from 2017, and I love to see it just being a part of the regular old lexicon. Idea being, you throw the P-switch up, and as it's falling, it passes through you. Here goes Nathan for a try at it. You throw the P-switch up as it is falling down. It doesn't want to. If you're not holding the grab button, you won't grab it. And what the P-switch wants to do is kind of fall through you. It doesn't want to interact with you. The game doesn't care what you know, it doesn't care. There's nothing should be going on. But if you line your feet up so that your feet are just like overlapping the P-switch enough as it's falling, then the game thinks, oh, you're standing on it, so I guess that activates it. Since it's possible to activate a P-switch in the air, this is just a method of doing that without dropping it first. You're throwing it and letting it fall through you, so it just kind of like falls into your feet from above you. Does that make sense? It would be as though a trampoline, a small one, no, a really big one of those really big fun ones. A trampoline was dropped out of an airplane and was falling down onto you, and you're standing in a field, and the trampoline falls down onto you. But then, at the last moment, you jump up in the air, and the trampoline, instead of hitting you in the head, falls through you, and then your feet touch the trampoline, and now you get a big bounce in the air. That is actually what's going on with that P-switch activation. It's magically falling through you until it hits your feet, and then you're standing on it. Yay, you win. It is, you know, You know, Yoshi's done a lot. Oh, Revelug, nice try. Yoshi, has Yoshi committed crimes? You know, I was about to say, like, well, there are many crimes that Yoshi has, and then I thought about that sentence before it exited my mouth. I don't think Yoshi's kind of blameless, really. Too, though, you fail me. Yo, thank you for the raid. Good job tonight. That was a really, really, really good clear. Well played. Yeah, okay, well, tax evasion. That's true. I guess that's true. You know, there was a whole hack about it. Halcyon. Hey, look at that now. Oh, one more thing to learn. Yoshi cancels out his other crimes by committing tax evasion. Yoshi reports his illegal income on his taxes. Nathan going for that. Oh, good try though, good try. We're getting close now though. I think everybody is developing this good consistency. Working on some clears. This is where consistency, and this is honestly for me, you know, yeah, you see the fast clear. GG, Louis. You see the fast clears, but I like this part of the race because you really get to see a bunch of players, I think, who are just like very, very evenly matched. The second to fifth kind of ranking in the race, I think, is always super interesting, and if possible, more competitive, necessarily speaking, than the first, because everybody's working through this understanding now, and there's like everybody on screen right now is at the exact same point, more or less. So what are we gonna do with that Yoshi? Right, we got the Yoshi out using the patented GC7 Blotto's Basement P-switch up throw trick, used here expertly by Fyre, and what are we gonna do? You know, you got a Yoshi, but fun fact, even if you're small Mario, when you're riding on a Yoshi, you're 2 blocks tall, technically speaking, and that makes that ceiling a little bit of a sticky wicket there, because the gap that they need to jump over is just a little bit wider than the ceiling is comfortable allowing. And so what probably will happen is, as you've seen, we're gonna get some head bonks. And a couple of racers had figured out already very quickly. Let's see if Halcyon can know it. Oh! This is a thinker. Nathan, wow, look at that, the difference. Halcyon tried a strat that didn't work, but a good attempt, and Nathan tried a different strat, and that made the difference. Oh! 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 Oh, I feel partially responsible for that. I don't know, I'm sorry. Oh, man. Ooh, I feel partially responsible, like a commentator curse for that one. Yikes. Nathan with the death at the last possible obstacle. The final thing that could possibly hurt you. Oh, nothing could possibly go wrong. Oh. No, how could I do this? I'm literally asking. I'm curious. How could I do this? Telepathy? Some kind of doll? Some kind of magic doll? It's the Twilight Zone? Like, literally, how? What is the mechanism by which I have done this? Clearly, I have. For science, we must know. Perhaps we could harness it for the good of all humankind. Halcyon, though. Hey, what's up? Yep, fast P-switch. Now let's see what they got here. Oh, a fiendishly clever trickisy. Now, wow, for the redemption. Halcyon, who's definitely going to die and take a death, and is no way gonna clear it. Oh, reverse commentator curse. Got him. Wow, look at that upset. That was remarkable. Wow. And that's what you get with this consistency one-shots thing, right? Right? There's the one-shot for Halcyon. Even though that was kind of an easy, I mean, you could take a death on anything. There's like no shame in that, right? But yeah, look at that difference, that one moment, right? Had Nathan not died on the footballman, no problem, smooth sailing. But if Halcyon would have the same thing, so interesting stuff. Revelug, Nathan, B2, Red Killer T, make that Germ Dove. I was gonna say working on the first section, like no, because I usually update people about what section we're on. It's all the first section. There is just one. I like that though, really. I don't know. We were talking on my stream the other night about like kind of things that are kind of coming back, how like marathon style levels are coming back in Kaizo. Check out Kaizo Marathon by New Pointless, available now on SMW Central. That's smwcentral.net. It's smwcentral.net. But you know, we're talking about that coming back, and something I really would like to see kind of maybe make, I don't even know if it's a comeback because I don't know if it was ever in vogue. Nathan, yo, nice P-switch. Yeah, not to be foiled twice, that Yoshi bail. But these one section levels, one section, a little troll at the end, a little kick of the old football, and Nathan's out of there. Well played. Did not take long to get right back there. But I really think there's something to be said for this one section format. It's I don't know. There's just really something to be said for it. It's kind of like a classic, like a Mario 3 kind of motif. You know, Mario 3 never, you know, famously doesn't have checkpoints, and it's like how I've done like dragons and some shell levels and some other levels and stuff where it's just like the level is one task that you do. Here it is, here's the level. It's like a song, you know? I think of levels a lot like songs sometimes, and like songs don't have checkpoints, do they? Maybe they could. Maybe they could. Maybe in, I don't know, probably some eclectic genius out there that's managed to pull it off. But for us regular songsters, you know, that just, you go through. You roller coasters don't have checkpoints. You know, you just go on the ride. I feel like levels are kind of in that similar way. I like the whole no checkpoint because it's just like one song, one ride, boom, you're out of there. Nathan, speaking of boom, you're out of there. Nathan, well played. Well played. That was a very dynamic end, and maybe Nathan may want to have some words with Fyre about that chuck at the end, because that was an interesting little upset there on the leaderboard. That chuck death, unfortunately, was a big one. That chuck was good. That chuck's going to the Super Bowl with that kick. You know, it's like that one player on the team. They only bring him out, you know, when they need to kick the perfect field goal. They brought out that guy. They brought out the special teams. Is that what it's called? Is a punter. I know that's the name of the position on the team. Like special punter. Oh, Revelug though. Can they make the read? If only coach would have put me in. Oh, coach. Oh, put me in, coach. Ah, coach. I can do it. Ah, geez, Revelug. Getting tackled. See, I know about some football stuff. I might joke a joke, but I've grown up around enough people that are into it. You know, I know that like special teams is like the punter who comes out to when they need a punt because they're like one person on the team that does that. Or there's like that guy that like failed the Super Bowl because he missed the punt or something. You know what I mean? That was like his one job. But I understand it can be kind of tough, you know, to like, hey, kick a really good football on demand, you know? They would only do that after a touchdown, though. I don't know if they bring in special teams when they didn't make the touchdown and they're switching sides and they're punting to the receiving team. I don't know if they bring in special punters for that or if it's all the same guy. That's a nuance about football I'm not familiar with, but this has been Talking Sports with GlitchCat7. Kicker and punter are two different positions. Fascinating. So they have, that actually, no, you know what, that kind of makes sense because they're specialized jobs, right? One person's job is to kick it reasonably accurately, and one person's job is to kick it reasonably far. And I could see how those two things would be mutually exclusive, so that makes sense. Or maybe not exclusive, but different specializations. Well, it looks like this Chuck here at the end of the level is doing both. Working overtime. Looks like nobody wants to work for Koopa's football team anymore. So looks like this Chuck is working overtime. The short range, the long range, kind of does it all. Very versatile. Yeah, so let's take a look at B2 DE81 here. a good streamer and a good friend in the lower left. And we'll take a little look at what's up with this Yoshi, right? So there's two options as we've seen. One, you could actually just make the little regrab jump with a really low little double tap on the B button. You would regrab yourself kind of neatly under that ceiling. If you do a full jump there, you will bonk your head and you're not going to make it. It's a sneakily designed obstacle. But what else could you do? Right? Well, Yoshi gives you the bailout. And if you press A while you're on Yoshi, you kick Yoshi down and you get the big jump, right? But there's another thing about that is kind of interesting, is that when you do that, you are imparting your momentum onto Yoshi. If you have a lot of rightward momentum, if Mario and Yoshi together have rightward momentum, then when you bail, Yoshi will inherit some of that rightward momentum. And I actually really like this trick a lot. Kaigem going for it here, upper left. They can get the Yoshi out. But I really like this trick a lot. Yeah, it's a clever one. Let's see if B2 can get it. Oh, or Germdove. But this is clever, and I like this a lot because this is a great cheese for... It's a good cheese. Learn this little maneuver for cheese, and oh my gosh, B2 and Germdove. B2's down, though. Germdove's up. But can they pass the footballman? Completing basic training, getting a first string spot on the team. Germdove gonna go dump some Gatorade on the coach. But it's a lovely little cheese to get that, because what it allows you to do is, if you know that Yoshi has that bailout momentum, you can get Yoshi to places where you normally wouldn't be able to get Yoshi. Notice how this jump here at the end, Revelug, nice try, is structured so that it's hard to just jump over there with Yoshi. And it's like, well, it's like supposed to be cheese prevention because you gotta, like, can't bring Yoshi. But remember this little maneuver next time you're in maybe a vanilla situation in a standard hack or something. And watch for B2 here, look out. B2 in the lower left, easy win. Easy turbo, GG. Very nicely done. B2, DE81. Hey, go and follow the racers too. Yeah, check those shout outs. Go and follow the racers. I think I'm also gonna vote that I'd rather be the kicker. I wouldn't really want to punt. I feel like that's like more power. It'd be cool also because the kicker actually gets to score some points. You know what I mean? If you punt, you're not scoring points. But at least the kicker is like, yeah, I scored 2 points. Or I don't know, how much is a field goal worth? Is it 2? I think it's 2. Or maybe 1. Extra 1. I know a bit about footballs. Okay, field goal is 3. So close. I was so close. I know a little bit about football. Oh, you know, no, excuse me. I was thinking of the 2-point conversion, where instead of kicking for the field goal, one could try to get like a double touchdown, I think. That's how that works. It's like a super extra bonus touchdown multi-ball. And then you get like wizard mode, and you have to lock the, you know, the field goal lock. Yeah. Yeah. No, I know a thing or two about Blurn's ball. I think more games in general should have multi-ball. I think there's just multi-ball. Look what it did for pinball. Look what it did for pinball. Here goes Kage into the lava. I think just more games in general just need multi-ball. Just a temporary multi-ball tennis, multi-ball hockey, baseball, you name it. Give me a ball or object-based sport. Revelug though, trying to get up. Can they react? Nice. No deaths in that pit yet, but Mr. Chuck though. I really, you know, baseball, pool, right? Revelug, GG, Revelug, Mario World, hockey, everything. Everything. I can't think of a game that would not benefit from a multi-ball. Multi-ball hockey sounds awesome. Imagine like, okay, so, and hockey has a precedent for this too, because like, there's the penalty box in hockey. You know, you sit there, you feel shame, 2 minutes, then they let you out, you're free to go. They could be multi-puck. That's cool. We could call it multi-ball, you know. Also, J-Beth, thank you for the kind words. I appreciate that so much. But, like, they already have the penalty box, so why can't they just have, like, a super power play, which is, like, it's like a power play, but then also there's, like, 2 pucks on the ice for a while? Like, that'd just be chaos. It'd be great. Oh, well, that's how they fixed it with Blurn's ball. They attached them onto big rubber springy things. We got Kagem here. We got Endless Ascent joining us in the upper right. Red Killer T, Roke Games down here in the right. Just looking for some clears. Trying to get those good spin jumps, guide that fish properly. You gotta get all the penalties. You'll unlock multi-puck madness when you get all the penalties. Yo, let's go Roke Games down here in the lower right, making that jump. Chuck time. All right. Good job. Let's go. Roke Games. Yo, I have seen them coming around on RomHack races before. They've put up some really good times. 32 minutes for this is very solid. So good job, Roke Games. Nice work. Jazzman, Red Killer, Endless Ascent, Kagem, hanging out. Also, Kelgan, that's a pretty fantastic idea, too. Multi-ball! I just like to say it. It's a fun thing to say. But hey, that reminds me, too, maybe y'all have seen it already, but Running with Speed, the definitive speedrunning documentary narrated by YouTube legend Summoning Salt and starring a veritable cornucopia plethora of amazing speedrunning talent, and somehow, I don't even know how I pulled this off, but somehow I managed to sneak in there too. And they didn't even notice. I don't know, they didn't cut the footage. I snuck in. Mallow the cat even snuck in there. And so you can see all these great speedrunning legends and me on Running with Speed. It's out now. You can go to runningwithspeed.com. For those who are international who want to see it, I have a little bit of info, not much. An international release is hopefully in the works. It's not that they forgot about everyone who isn't the US. It's just that when doing this kind of thing through their distributor, it's wrapped up in stuff. You know, paperwork and documents and legal things that people with suits on and, you know, coffee cups have to deal with, and not us. So, yeah, geographic licensing. So, you know, for the time being, appreciate patience from everybody. But if you're in an available area, you want to see it, kind of get an early peek before the international release, you can go on over to runningwithspeed.com. And, I don't know if it's still going on right now, but GDQ, that's Games Done Quick, Online 2023, is having a donation incentive for Kagem to damage boost a little bit better. And if they meet that incentive, then you're going to have this other incentive where you could win a poster from Running with Speed and a Nintendo Real Deal NES signed by everybody in the film, including me, and get this, Hoda Ruby. Also signed the Nintendo. MFP, GPB, Narcissa, Zallard, other names, Summoning Salt. Yeah. So you wanna win a Hoda Ruby signed NES? Well, head on over to games.quick.com, games.quick.net.gov/edu to get all the important information. Kagem. All right, now they've got that Yoshi across. Now when you when you are riding Yoshi, Yoshi is kind of like a power-up actually, and you get a small amount of iframes when you take damage while you're riding Yoshi. And it's actually a fun fact, it's less iframes than you get from losing a power-up. You get like a quarter the amount of iframes. It's about enough to run through 2 tiles of death, whatever that would be. If you lose Yoshi immediately, you have about 2 tiles of safety if you're constantly moving to the right. And since those urchins are just a little bit smaller than that, you have enough time to just run through those, but you gotta be quick about it. So Kagem, 1, 2, 3, bringing that Yoshi in the pipe. Nice job, Kagem. Well played. Kagem, check out the Rock and Roll Mario Show and the Rock and Roll Mario Show Set 2. Both great hacks from Kagem over on SMW Central. A fantastic porter. Made a lot of really cool ported tracks, ported rock and roll songs. I think it's pretty wild, you know. I'm just saying, not to toot too many horns or whatever, but I'm pretty stoked to be on a film with Hoda Ruby, you know, Andrew G, all these individuals. There's a lot of really good names there, and somehow I snuck in, and that's pretty cool, man. Ma'am, non-binary am. No, wait, no, not Nam. Wait. How are y'all doing tonight, chat? It's Saturday. We got Mangort, we got Endless Ascent, we got Red Killer, we got Jazzman, we got me and you, and Super Mario too. I say Mario on purpose as a joke. I know it's Mario, but my mom says Mario, and I think that's really endearing. So, in a way, I kind of just say it for her, you know. I don't want her to feel dumb, so I'll say Mario too, so that, you know, she like doesn't feel like she's been saying it wrong. And she's been saying Mario for a while now, so like, I can't, you know, I'm not gonna correct it. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not just gonna be like, actually, mom. What kind of nerd am I correcting my mom? Actually, mom, you know how to pronounce Mario. Yo, B2, thank you so much for checking out Running with Speed. I'm glad people liked it. It's special. I think for me sometimes it's like, from my perspective, it's kind of like watching home movies, you know? Oh yeah, I remember that. Oh yeah, that was little Timmy's 4th birthday. Oh, there's Uncle Buddy. Oh yeah, I remember that, you know? But it's a lovely looking side for a lot of people. And I get to, you know, the parts that aren't, you know, get to learn a lot about my friends. See my friends on the big screen. Heck, you know, it's even got Our Good Pals, Author Blues, and Skybills in it. Fantastic. Who could ask for more? Well, you could, and you might be right, but you're getting a solid amount to begin with. What would it be like for someone who knows nothing? I think it's a very good introduction to the whole thing, and I think they're going to take you on a great ride and explain to you the things that they want you to know. I think maybe you might find it kind of long. It is in 3 parts. It's like 2.5 hours-ish, but it's separated into 3 chapters, so you could kind of think of it more as like 3 45-minute-ish documentaries that are all stuck together. I mean, they have a through line of narrative, but if you're finding it a little long, don't worry, because you can just take a break between chapters. So you only get, you know, like 45 minutes of material. But for new people, I think it's been described as like a really good outside looking in kind of documentary, and it's really gonna just not to patronize, but it's really gonna just kind of hold your hand, take you right through, show you everything, teach you stuff. You'll learn, you'll laugh, you'll have a good time. It's not like gamer speak, you know. Oh, well, gamer stuff all the time. It's like about gamers. It's not saturated. You know what I mean? It's not saturated with jargon, technical speak. That is true too. Skybells did the Mario All-Stars Shuffler last night. That was a solid run. And we also got we got Elephants, and we got Brave New World last night too. Both good. If you missed them on GDQ, go back and catch the VODs. Real solid, honestly. That Elephants run was solid. Very solid from Rudy. Good stuff. Good stuff. That was clean. So go check them out. And you know what, too? GDQ is ending tonight. But I will be there and chat with everybody to hang out for Blobbity Blue 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 Mitch MFP. Yeah, what's that guy's name? A star of Running with Speed. MFP is going to be doing SMB3. I don't know the category. I think it's a longer category. And there's an any % incentive. Is it 100%? No warps? I don't know what the category is. There's a million. I can't keep those Mario 3 categories straight, man. Or, you know, any % no hands. Wait, no. Any % warpless. Gotcha. Any % warpless. Cool. So, yeah, tune in for that on GDQ tonight. It is going to be real cool. I like that because you get to see more stages. And, you know, Mitch, I mean, just like literally Mario 3 god. So, it'll be a great show. Oh, they did all forts a little while ago, actually. I think the run that's actually in Running with Speed is the Running with Forts race they did a while back. Oh, yeah, and too, and Zaplex doing Brave New World. I like that, too. That was a lot of really, really good tech showcase. Just a ton of really interesting, kind of deep Takumi kind of tech. And that was really cool to see. So if you missed either of those, Elephants or Brave New World, go and check out the GDQ VOD. You know, I was there for that moment, that all forts moment. I was there for that. It was just a simple accident. You know, there was just never any. They were shaking it out, and 5 minutes later, it was just like, I feel like that got into such a thing, but it was just like one of those things. You know what I mean? Like, it just happens. Mangort, Endless, Red Killer, and Jazzman working hard here. If you have any questions, you want to learn a little bit more, there's only so much play-by-play I can give on exactly the same obstacles, but if you're just joining us and you don't know something or what's going on, if you don't know nothing about nothing, then get yourself educated. Feel free to ask. That's cool. Or join the Discord server and you can get some help with your next ROM hack project, or just learn to play Kaizo a little bit better. All this and more on romhackraces.com. I hope they do Not Dracula, because I'm in the credits of that one. I guess I should be the change I want to see, but... You know what else would be a really good one? Really good, you know, one of the, if we're talking Kaizo hacks that were once considered unviable and now are fine for a marathon presentation, levels for Transliberation. Or Transliberation Forever, however that ends up going. I think that would be a splendid showcase run and just absurdly tough. Sojo's running Sure Shot at Frost Fatales this coming March? Wow, I wonder if she needs any commentary. Well, that'll be exciting in any case. Red Killer. Making it to the urchins at the end. Mangort, Endless, Jazzman. Working hard. Don't mistake this, don't mistake a slower clear for lack of skill. These are tough levels. And I always want to make that point that you are seeing good players race against other good players. You know what I mean? Eventual Kaizo marathon races. How do you mean? We've had races. I raced in 2019. Oh, Kaizo Marathon. Kaizo Marathon. You mean The Hack by New Pointless, available right now on SMW Central. I think that level's very runnable, personally. That'd be a neat race, though, but I think the thing about that would be deaths are such a time loss. You know, it's a race, but really it's more of just like a contest of who is not going to screw up at the end. And I get, you know, what's the difference between that and a race, but I'm being a little pedantic, you know, but with time losses just so incredibly costly. If you get to the 5th room, if you're in the lead and you get to the 5th room and then you take some silly death, goodbye. You know what I mean? Like, that's it. See you. So, you know, it might be a good race. It might be a good showcase, but I don't know how well it would run as a race. Yeah, just reset every time. Yeah, totally. That would honestly maybe be faster. But that's a tricky one, you know. You know, Jordan's new hack, I was gonna moderate that, but it already got approved. I'm a friggin' slowpoke, man. Also, I'm bad at paperwork. I keep apologizing about that, but I'm just bad at logging my moderation stuff. I just like approve a hack and then I forget to log it, or I just like don't. That's why sometimes, hey, fun fact about me, if I'm moderating your hacks and it's like it's taking a while, it's probably because I finished it, but I just didn't log. I just didn't write it in my log yet, and that's why I didn't approve it. Cause I'm like, oh, I'll approve it when I'm gonna write it in my log, and then it sits around for another couple of days. I'm just absolutely terrible at paperwork. So, fun fact about me. We got Mangord here, we got Endless Ascent, we got Forever Doopster coming in the lower left, Proto Pizza in the lower right to round things out. Oh, hey, I didn't even notice this. It's been 40 minutes and several people have already beaten the level, and just now I am noticing this level has ice physics in it. I didn't play this one ahead of time, so that can be a little tricky to see if you don't know what you're looking for. But it makes sense because you kind of need the ice physics to slip through that one tile gap because you have less friction with the ground. That would be a lot harder to do, and you'd have to mash a lot more if there were not ice. So I don't know why I didn't put 2 and 2 together that there was ice. Yeah, it just didn't like... I didn't notice it, but that is something that's making the movement here a little bit harder for the racers, and especially when they need to land kind of somewhere precisely. Proto Pizza? Hey, alright. Yeah, but they just can't get... They just gotta break Yoshi out of jail. How do you get the Yoshi out of jail? Whoa, and with this, in less than an hour, these are strong players you're seeing here tonight. We are down to the final 4 racers. Mangord, Endless Ascent, Forever Doopster, and Proto Pizza. If you, though, that's right, I'm talking to you. If you're sitting around at home thinking that these racers seem like scrubs, you could probably do this no problem. What the heck? Why are they dying so much? Or, on the other side of the coin, if you think, wow, this looks really amazingly terrifying, but I'm intrigued, these racers are open to anyone skilled, brave, or just curious enough to want to sign up. You can always go to romhackraces.com and sign up, really just to let us know that, hey, you're racing and we should check your stream out, put you on the restream. If you want to just play it for yourself, you're welcome to do that too. The patches Well, they're on the site. Everything's on the site. Even the whole universe is on the site. It's all there. It's all there on the internet. So go and check it out, you know? And if you want to race with us, well, that'd be real cool too. Or heck, you know, maybe you feel like making a level. Maybe you got inspired by this great design from Fyre, and you think you want to make one. You can do that too. We're always looking for more folks to sign up. In fact, we got a brand new command, !calendar, and you can see the whole calendar of upcoming makers that we're gonna have. And if you want to be on that list, my friend, you can sign up on romhackraces.com. Spot the difference? Is there a difference we ought to be spot? Ing? Oh, I didn't even get to. Oh, we haven't even got to see it. Oh, that's why I didn't know about it. That might be a fun idea. Spot the difference level might be a fun idea for QLDC. Wow. If you like making levels, QLDC, the questionable level design contest, is I think opening pretty soon. Submissions are opening soon on SMW Central. It is a super fun time. Unlike Kaizo level design contest, Overworld design, or some of the other ones, this is involved with making questionable choices. It's about I think it was someone in my chat said it really well. It's about making a questionable idea. It's about making a bad idea good. It's not about making bad levels. It's about taking a weird level and making it into something kind of interesting. Questionable design, you know, questionable. So if you have a weird or kind of offbeat idea that you wanted to try out for a build competition, check that out. It's happening now. Y'all doing all right tonight? Feeling good? Feeling at least okay? Feeling comfy cat napping on sandwich? That is a really good emote from Romhack Race friend Om Nom 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 Nom. While we're hanging out here, I just wanted to give a shout out again. We have folks who really help out a lot around the shop here every week. We have people who test these levels, give up time from their weeks to sit down, test the levels, and give some feedback. We really appreciate that. And I wanted to give big shout outs to all the testers this week: Solve for X, Mythrillionaire, RB Pimlico, Ben, Walking Eye, Silent Snake, Ampersam, and Sequel Infection. Everybody really has just done such a fantastic job with that. We really could not do this without the testers, and we appreciate that so much. Thank you all. As well, of course, Osu, Mario Cartman, the one and only, bringing you the restream tonight, nicely sizing that window to our cool 3-person layout. Osu, you know, getting up early, helping us out, making sure you can actually see the stream, getting the pre-show ready behind the scenes. Dr. No, the one and only, helping us out with the level, getting that ready. Mangort in the upper left, trying for that jump. Nice try. Shout outs to Mangort. And Doc always helps us out too. Of course, Kelgan running the bot and all the tech side of things, that is so important. And D4 is wonderful and great and has designed so many great resources for us. Thanks to everybody. Also Fen too. Oh, Fen. I have Fen on my list also. Fen is also great. Fen does everything, and I don't do anything. I'm a lazy loaf. Me, I just say things. See, like this. Blah 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 blue blue blue. Everyone's like, "Wow, that was good, Glitch. You did great." And I'm like, "That's weird." That's weird, but okay. Oh, looks like Proto Pizza has got that Yoshi. Ah, that deceptive jump. Oh, the deception. What language is that? Not one I speak. Sorry, you gotta speak it too? Endless is saying, yo, going for this P-switch, there's a little point about that I didn't mention, which is that when you're spinning on that grab block and you are getting ready to break the yellow turn blocks, you have to go up in the air. You have to get close enough to that fish, because the fish is just kind of up there sleeping in the air as they do, and it will fall down slowly because the game wants it to be in water, so it will just kind of sink. But if you don't get close enough, you won't wake the fish up, and you will not be able to have it get down to you in time to take damage on it. Oof, man, Proto Pizza. That jump. Whoa, Mangor, now. Yeah, that's a good reaction. Haven't seen anybody fall in the pit, and no deaths from the Chuck. Good job, Mangor. Way to play. That's a sub-hour. Strong. Strong finish. I think we're going to get another one. Proto Pizza getting really close. They know how to get the Yoshi now. Oh, that's interesting. They don't actually have to do the little patented P-switch up throw activation. You can just let the switch fall and hit on the ground and hit it fast enough. You explain how the throw block bump actually works. Sure, Proto Pizza's going for it here. There's really, the ice physics aren't really helping it or doing anything. We got the choose the thing in for Mango's screen. The ice physics aren't really contributing to anything about the bump. What they are contributing to is just how quickly you gain speed. So what's going on there is the same thing for a shell. If you have a shell that you've dropped on the ground, it's inactive, but you touch it without even grabbing it, just touch it at all, and it just gets kicked. So what's going on there is P-speed is like enough of a speed to kind of catch up to the block over an amount of time. And so if they just already have P-speed by the time they nudge it, then it will start moving at a position that they can catch up to it, and they can get that spin. If they didn't have P-speed before, if they nudge it without P-speed, then it will move too far away for them to catch up to it in the short amount of time that they have. So the idea here is just set it down, run as far back as you can, and make sure you have P-speed by the time you touch it. Oof. Yeah, if anybody has questions or just wants to know something, no dumb questions, please feel free to just shout it out in chat. I really have a passion for teaching people about SMW Kaizo stuff, so please feel free. We got two. We got Proto Pizza. We've got Endless Ascent. And I hope you all are having just the comfiest Saturday night there is. You deserve it. Oh, I see. Endless is kind of working with some ideas here. Trying to figure out how to get through. I like the stink. Oh, it occasionally syncs up and it's awesome. Hey, while we're hanging out here with Endless and Proto Pizza, favorite GDQ runs this time around? Anything jump out at you in particular? I had a few and a couple that I wanted to go catch up on. Yo, you donated. Thanks. Thanks. I mean, I just thanks. I think we're gonna see that total jump up pretty high by the end of the night. True too. Yeah, we got that Mario Galaxy 2 world record. Yeah, that is true. We're not finishing with a long RPG run. Yeah, they already did the Final Fantasy 7 or whatever. Those long runs really just they're fascinating to me. I don't think I could do something like that because like like this Final Fantasy run. Like I'm no shade. That's not how I mean it. But like, I sit down and I'm watching like the start of the run and I'm like, okay, this is cool, And then I like had to go to the store. Proto Pizza had to clear the level. Oh, they're trying. But like, I'm watching the run and then like I went to the store, I did some errands, I came home, I hung out, I played my guitar for a little bit, played some pinball, hung out, and then they're still playing. And I come back and they're like 4 or 5 hours into the run. They've got 3 or 4 to go. And I'm just like, man, like I had a whole day. I had a whole complete day. And in that time, you have, made like monumental progress in this game. I don't mean to shade. It's fascinating. Fascinating to me. I think Endless Ascent might kind of have a rough idea about what to do at this obstacle. I think Endless is maybe trying to create 2 Yoshis, or maybe they think they need an invisible Yoshi of some sort. It's a kind of a fiendish little trick here at the end, because the jump looks possible visually, and it kind of is. Like you can with a really good regrab, but it's sort of designed to be inconvenient. One thing too, I wanted to point out too, and I've noticed this in the past years. Have you noticed? And I don't want to say in particular that Kaizo is primarily responsible, or the popularity of Kaizo at GDQ events is primarily responsible. But have you noticed that since 2019, 2018-ish, maybe Mario Maker helping with that, the old mystery game race that they used to have all the way back when. But have you noticed that there's sort of a fan-created content block now? They had some Kaizo. They put that right with Stepmania. They put that right with the Shuffler. They put that right with Trackmania, right? All these games with really hardcore, dedicated, like they're their own thing, a force unto themselves kind of communities. I think that's real cool. I think that's real cool, and I've noticed that little pattern, and I'd like to see more of that, right? Because it's not all about Super Mario. We got the custom Celeste maps becoming a staple. Totally, Trackmania we've seen multiple times. I like that. I like that a lot. It makes me. I noticed that. I see what you did there. And also, I noticed that more people are calling it Kaizo block, which has always been fitting, and I appreciate it. Well, I hope you're all just having a really comfy night here on ROM Hack Races. Drop a follow if you want. Come back and see us every Saturday night at 8 Eastern for more ROM Hack Races and a fresh new level every week. Or if you're impatient, if you're the speedrunner type, follow some of the racers and some friends in the Super Mario World community. Folks who are streaming in the Mario World directory. There are so many cool and kind people that are hanging out, and I think you are 1 or 2 clicks away from making a new friend, so go and see what's out there, you know? See what the Mario world has to offer you. If you're just joining us and you have questions or anything, please feel free to ask. If you want to know the standings, the leaderboard, all you got to do is type !leaderboard into the chat, and you will immediately be presented with such information. We got a new one too, calendar. !calendar to see the calendar of makers. It's a great lineup this year, and it's only getting better if you want to participate too. Aww. All right, let's go. Oh, Proto Pizza. Trying to slide their way through. Yeah, I think Endless is just kind of waiting for a light bulb here. It can happen if you've convinced yourself that you know what to do. That's exactly the moment when maybe you do not. I like to ask myself, what assumption am I making that I can question? There's something, you know, usually in a situation like this, it seriously can happen to anybody. And when it does, I try to ask myself, what assumption am I making? Because generally, there is what is going wrong here? Why can't I figure out this part? Why is it not working? It's because of some assumption that I have made. For example, you know, perhaps I don't mean to make anybody a bad example. Endless is doing fine. This is the kind of thing that just Kaizo. It just happens. It's not playing poorly. But you know, for example, Endless may be thinking, I definitely need 2 Yoshis here. I just don't know how to do it. Turns out that's the bad assumption, right? But there's it can be like obvious to us because we're watching it. But yeah, it isn't as obvious when you're in the game playing it. And sometimes, and especially because you think you know. If you don't know, you're going to try things. If you think you know, you're going to do the same thing over and over again trying to get it to work. Oh, Proto Pizza. That jump at the end. So tight. Well, thanks for spending a little bit of your time with us here at ROM Hack Races. Nice. Proto Pizza. Come on. Oh! And here we go. And here we go. The trouble. Oh, there it is. Yo, Endless Ascent got the double Yoshi. Got the double Yoshi, but yeah. But I don't know if it's actually gonna work though. 1,000 cool points. 1,000 million cool points for actually doing that and getting the double Yoshi in that situation. But unfortunately, that isn't actually going to get them through. Proto Pizza, yeah. Yeah, Halcyon did get that jump. It's possible with a very tight and low regrab. It certainly could be done. But the easier play is to just ditch the Yoshi. It's only difficult because of the way the ceiling is. You can tell it's a hard jump because of how it is. If you were Small Mario, that jump would be pretty trivial. Oh, that's a clever... oh, dang. Wow, yeah, Endless Ascent is finally trying some other... I don't mean finally, like... They at last they are trying some other things. And, that was actually a really interesting idea they had. To jump on the switch on the ground and then throw the deactivated P-switch stump up to hit the block. That would definitely work. In a way. Yeah, it would definitely work. But I don't know if they can get the thing. Also, what is happening there is maybe Doc was curious. What is happening sometimes when the block goes too fast? You notice Endless Ascent died there because they got the P-speed, but the block just scooted away from them. It was just too fast. What happened there is that they're holding Y or X perhaps, but probably Y when they touch the block. If they grab and throw the block, it will be moving too fast for them to catch up to. The only way to give the block a speed at which you could catch up to it would be to nudge it. Yeah, grabbing it and throwing it forward puts it too far ahead of you, and you just won't be able to chase it down in time. Nudging it gives it a slower speed. And that's actually something to keep in mind too for shell hacks and other situations where you need to throw a projectile. If you have like a lot of speed and you throw something, it will move faster horizontally than if you have less speed or neutral. And sometimes in certain shell levels, nicely done, Proto Pizza. That's that Cosmic Brain. Oh, the big rewards. Big rewards for Cosmic Brain Gaming here on RomHack Races. Let's go, buddy. No fear from that Chuck. Excellent. That was so good. Look at you. The light bulb just came on right there. Yeah, someone turned the power back on. That was excellent. GG. Well fought, Proto Pizza. But yeah, in certain shell levels, you want to make the distinction. If a particular part isn't working out for you, or the shell-based machinery isn't lining up properly, you want to notice whether or not you are throwing a shell with momentum, or if you're kind of neutral throwing the shell. You don't exactly have to be neutral. I think there's a value, like if Mario's horizontal speed is above a value, then it will kick the shell, but it's kind of functionally neutral. So think about that next time you're in a shell situation, or some kind of object throwing situation where things aren't behaving, things aren't working out. Yeah, the little feet. The little kicky feet. So then there was one Endless Ascent working out this obstacle. I have already told you all the shameless promotion stuff that I have for you. And I'm not going to tell you the shameful promotion stuff. No, I guess the shameful promotion stuff is that I haven't worked on Subcon 2 in like 3 months. Maybe 2. But please feel free to come back and join us Saturdays. That's the day of today. Saturdays at 8. RomHackRaces.com is the website. And romhackraces.twitch. Right here. Oh, that's a clever strat, though. Trying to drop that P-switch into the lava. P-switches will sit on lava, just like keys. They're just not affected. They don't sink in lava. They're invincible. Made out of indestructibilium. Pure indestructibilium. 15 karat. They just don't sink. So you can stick them on lava and jump off them and do whatever you want. Pick them up again if you can get close enough. Whatever. So we schedule about 2 hours every Saturday night for these races. It's about 2 hours, but we never know how quickly folks are going to get through. And, you know, we're sitting around here watching Endless Ascent, who you can go follow on twitch.tv/Endless Ascent. But there's only one of Endless, and there's a lot of you, and there's a few of us. So in RomHack Race tradition here, we might get a clear, and then we'll see what's up. But in a couple of minutes here, we are going to throw the raid right over to Endless Ascent so that they can get some follows, get some hype, and so we can see them clear the level, you know, on their own channel. Thank you all for hanging out. I will see you over on Endless's chat, or if you're hanging out in GDQ tonight, I'm really excited to see how Mitch takes on SMB3. It's going to be a good one. Mitch is always cool. Thank you so much for being a part of this tonight. We got the raid going, and we will be back again next week. Sorry about that, but you know there's more Kaizo around on Twitch, so just follow some makers in the SMW community, and I'm sure you're bound to find somebody playing something real cool. My community, I will see you all again on my stream tomorrow. I have been GlitchCat, you have been you. Thanks for listening. Join our Discord, come back again on Saturday, hang out with us during the week. We got another fun level. Thank you so much to everybody for putting this on every week. It's a huge honor, and it's a lot of fun to do. Don't forget, you know what's up. You matter. Your thoughts matter, your heart matters, your feelings matter. You matter to other people in your lives. You matter to me as human beings. You matter to the internet's #1 longboy furret. And the people who matter to you in your lives would love to hear from you about that. We know Black Lives Matter, LGBTQIA+ lives matter, Indigenous lives matter, disabled lives matter. You too. I will see you all tonight on GDQ chat if you're hanging out, or around Twitch, or just around the community. I don't know. We'll catch up soon. Keep playing Kaizo, keep hacking. Thank you for all you bring. That's you, everybody in chat. Thank you for what you bring. Thank you, the RomHack Race volunteers, for helping us make these every week. We'll see you next time. Good luck, Endless, on the final victory. Peace out.